Crown Prince, Pastor Trey.
And your boy Lee B.
This is Straight Church.
No chaser.
You already know this is an opportunity to keep things real, relevant,
Yeah.
and
righteous.
So before we dive into our conversation, man, I want to take this opportunity to shout out the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation.
Shout them out.
One of our sponsors, our A1 since day one. They've been with us ever since we kicked off Straight Church, No Chaser. So we got to take this opportunity to shout them out. So again, major shouts out to the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation, which is founded by our big sis, Tyranisha Marlowe, and Mama Sonia Mills McCall. The focus of the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation is mental health awareness with a concentration on suicide prevention. This foundation is a tribute to the life and memory of Brother Colin Connor. To learn more about his story and the Loving Teddy Bear Foundation, all you have to do is head over to their website, which is lovingteddybear.com. Once again, lovingteddybear.com. And if you'd like to make a donation to this awesome and amazing foundation, you may do so via their website or on Cash App. Their cash tag is $ Loving TB Foundation. That's $ Loving TB Foundation. Yeah.
Hug yourself.
Come on.
And love yourself. Hug yourself. Love yourself. Hug yourself. Show me what you're working with. Hug yourself. Love yourself. Hug yourself.
Yeah.
Show me what you're working with. Gotta encourage myself.
Yeah.
Validate myself. Feeling good today. How about yourself? All
right.
Ain't gonna play me. Whatever. So, Pastor Trey.
What's up, man?
It's the end of the week, man. You normally do this, but I'm going to do a little different. Look.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me one word for your week.
Ooh, one word. One word for my week. Triumphant.
You're so extra.
Triumphant.
Why that word?
Tell me. It's been a whole lot going on. This has probably been one of those weeks. It's been one of those weeks. And thank the Lord, I'm still in my right mind, still standing, still here. I'm in the midst of writing a 16-page paper. So a lot of late nights, a lot of reading, a lot of studying on top of everything else I have to do. So it's just good to still be on this side. So triumphant. And I got a birthday coming up this Sunday. I'll be the big 30.
Oh my God.
30.
You need to play some old school music.
Yeah.
Because you done got a little older.
Hey.
Said he's sending up his timbers every day.
Okay, so enough of that. We're not doing that.
Nah, man, congratulations.
Appreciate it, bro.
Happy early birthday to
Thank
you, bro.
man.
Man, the big 30.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 30, about 5 years ago. Nah, man, I think it's major.
Yeah,
you know, it's a good thing that you still small, because they told me when you turn 30, it's hard to lose weight after that.
We're gonna see. I've been trying to work out and exercise and stay fit. You know, so.
You ain't got no sore ankles or no sore knees.
No, I'm not dealing with none of that. Nothing is popping or cracking or none of that type of stuff.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, man.
That's a blessing.
And taking care of myself. Try not to, do certain things that may lead to that. You know, I haven't lived a hard and rough life, so thank the Lord.
Well, hey, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. You hear me?
And I try not to stress. I try not to let people stress me. And I try not to allow things to stress me.
That will help you.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm really going to do in my 30s is a whole lot of traveling.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be back to preach on Sundays.
But just a whole bunch of traveling.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
I got as long as I have my laptop, books I need for school.
Right.
I can write while I'm on the beach.
I'm with it. You deserve to see the world, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Boom.
So I want to, if I were to use a word, my word would simply be productive.
That's good.
Yeah, productive.
That's good.
I did a lot this week, but it was all Substantive.
So what week are you not doing a lot?
Well, you know, the truth is, man, I love I got so much in my head. I got so much on my heart. And the truth is I can do a lot with my hands. So for me to not be busy, I feel like I'm not doing anything.
I can see that.
And so while some would say, hey, detach, do this, XYZ, man, I got a burden, you know, on my heart, and I got so much I believe I can bless people with in my hands.
Yeah.
Doc, I'm going for it.
So does it frustrate you or bother you, or is it a pet peeve of yours when people tell you to slow down or to stop or to take a break or to chill out?
I think it depends on how I discern them saying it.
Okay.
There are some people who legitimately just want to stop your progress. And they'll come off as you're doing too much, you need to slow down. But then there are other people who understand I've got to be concerned about the human that God is using. So because I'm considering you, hey, don't do too much. I'm just warning you because I don't want you to burn out.
Yeah.
But I've come to the realization that most people understand your speed if they've been around you long enough. And all of us are, some would say, anointed for certain speeds.
Yeah.
Every car doesn't drive or go as fast, right? You get in a Jeep, no matter how beautiful they are with the doors off and all of that, you know, that speedometer is only going to go to a certain amount.
Yeah.
You get in a Ferrari, it'll go somewhere different.
Absolutely.
And I just think I'm built with a Ferrari type anointing. And so my preparation was different, as we talked about last week. So
yeah,
I prepared myself to be at it. I went to 2 and 3, 4 services every Sunday.
Got you.
Wherever, you know, my pastor was moving to, I was there.
Okay. Because
I was conditioning myself to be able to do all that I felt God was leading me to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
You know, some people may just be concerned, man.
As
you move up one side of the mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
Now there's genuine concern by many, but then there's always malicious intent by some, right? Yeah. Because in the midst of every good thing, there's always some folk that have been satanically sent, and it's really just to cause or create some discourse.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't trip on it. I'm cool. But I'm a different person.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like God has set the pace for your life where you are now? Or do you feel like you've set the pace? Or do you feel like things that have come about more recently in the last 3 to 5 years have set the pace for your life?
So I'll say this. I think God sets the pace always. And he does it his own way, right? I will say every pastor has a vision. Every church has a vision. The vision for the church is given by God to the pastor and sometimes collectively with the people.
Yeah, that's what we hope for.
But the pastor is also a minister too. And he had vision before he even got to a church. And so your level of ability to be effective in ministry in so many different facets is based upon your ability to be submitted to God. To whatever degree of your submission, and normally equates to whatever degree you'll be used. And so I early in preaching, early in singing as well, just getting back, you see Pastor Coleman on Facebook, but getting back into the city of Montgomery, I asked God to give me opportunities to be used. And I wasn't preaching at all back then. I just told God, give me opportunities to be used. Low key, exactly what the song says. Lord, I'm available to you. Use me, Lord. And what he's done has been just that. Does it increase? Yeah, it does. But the no's increase too, right? You know,
they should.
Absolutely.
They should.
I think it's just the reality that when we know what we're assigned to do, we know what aligns with our assignment. Yeah. And we know that our calling has, I said this morning, Friday Fulfillment, but our calling has a context. And I know my context. Meanwhile, others might not.
Right.
And so from the outside looking in, it could always look like that's a lie. But it's a lot compared in your mind compared to what you believe a lot is. Now you take that same person and compare it to, although comparison is not where it really is,
right?
But you take that same person and compare it to somebody else that you look up to, you'll be like, man, they almost doing the same thing, So it always depends, but I do believe
so it's relative, more or less.
Absolutely, man. And as a young preachers, we often have heard older statesmen, and sometimes it sounds like a warning, but sometimes it's not. Though, hey, y'all, you're moving too fast. You're doing too. What have I done?
Yeah.
Right. And so sometimes it's discouragement. Sometimes it's a warning. You just have to be able to discern and know who you allow to speak into your life concerning certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if everybody does, you're gonna be moving around like a flag and on top of the White House or the State House. So
wow.
But no, man, I value being busy about God's business stuff.
That's good because sometimes you can get caught up. And this is you as in generalistic, not you specifically. But generally speaking, oftentimes we can get caught up in being busy that we're not being productive. So I think there has to be a balance between being busy, right, and staying busy, and then being busy, but you're also being productive.
Absolutely.
Because the two are not the same. I believe they are both mutually exclusive, that one can be busy and not be productive. But then one can be busy, but their busyness is producing something that in a line affects what God has, called them or placed on their lives to do, things of that sort. So I do think it's a very interesting dynamic, because just because a person is busy doesn't necessarily mean that they are being productive.
Yeah, I think it's that correlates.
As I say, you can be busy going nowhere.
Yeah, that correlates with the conversation of is it good or is it God, right? And I think that's still something that many of us have to work out, because you can be doing something that's good for you or good to you, but it ain't good for you. But I say that that's a moment where the vessel and God have a conversation.
Right.
And I think the biggest issue is when other vessels attempt to dictate the decision of one vessel, instead allowing God and them to have an understanding.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Versus, and I think that's it's a huge issue, period. Everybody got something to say about what other folk doing.
Or not doing.
Absolutely.
Because then you got a segment who feel like you're not doing this. Yeah, you're doing that, you're doing that, you're doing that, but you're not doing this.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing this, that doesn't matter because you're not doing this, or you didn't go to this, or you didn't show up here.
Or let's be honest. What you say potentially is not happening is based upon what you see. You only see what I show you, right? So commentary comes from an outside perspective that is limited to what you put out there.
Yeah.
You don't know how much time is really going into other things. You can only speak on what you see. And that's the danger of social media and the commentators of social media. All you see is the good highlights. You don't know what went into anything, nor do you know what's going on behind the scenes. Right. And what really matters is what's going on behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
Hey, baby. Lady T on Facebook. What's up, boo-boo? She said, hey, Pastor Trey.
She didn't say it like that. Don't start that.
Oh, no. She said, hey.
Yeah, she getting better speaking.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on Facebook. We love you. Thank you for sticking with us. We about to talk about some more things. Mama McCall, we see you. Frankie Smith, we see you. Linda Dupree, we see you. Ruby Barton, we see you. Deborah Starks, we see you. Ty McCall, we see you. Pastor Rod Coleman, we see you. Doc Elizabeth Williams, we see you. Alicia Peacock, we see you. Sister Vivian Crosby, we see you. I believe that's Pastor Keith Davis Sr. We see you, brother. Bless you. And so we really want to talk about production, right? But making sure that you don't let yourself down.
Yeah.
It's a big conversation. I'll let you, kind of talk about that, Pastor Stewart. But you were talking about.
Oh, you took me back when you said Pastor Stewart.
Yeah, I thought that.
I was like, dang, is my dad here? No, I was go ahead.
But you said it was on social media. What's going on social media?
Well, it's just the conversation of how do you manage your expectations, whether it's on the dating scene. How do you not fall into the trap of dating someone's potential? How do you manage your expectation? You see where a person is now.
What did you just say? Dating someone's what?
Potential.
Oh.
So you're not dating who they are now, but you're dating what you feel like they could potentially or possibly end up being. So how do you not fall into that trap?
My wife acting up on Facebook.
What she said? Y'all need to handle that. I need to handle that. But anyway, and so it's just different spheres of life. Whether it's working at a job, feeling like you're qualified to get a promotion. So how do you manage your expectations when it's time for the promotion? You go for it, and what if you don't get it? Then what? Pastors in ministry feeling like, you see this church is growing, this church is moving, this church is blooming, this pastor only been pastoring 2 or 3 years, and church has just blown up. You've been pastoring 15 to 20 years, been, quote unquote, pulled yourself up by your own bootstraps, all that good stuff.
Right.
But yet the level of success that one has achieved, you have not achieved, and you feel like you've sown good seeds, you labored, you prayed, you fasted, all that good stuff, but yet the return is not there. So how do you manage expectations? So that's been a conversation that's been all throughout social media, even with sports teams. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like your team is the best team on paper, right? Then the game comes and doesn't really, it's the equivalent is not there. So how do you manage expectations? And so people from all over, regardless of whatever sphere or circle they're part of, that's been a domineering conversation this week that we've seen, is how essentially do you manage your expectations?
Yeah. So I think this is all good conversation, but I think it's relative to each situation, like you spoke of. So when we talk managing expectations in church as a church leader, it's a little different than it is managing expectations in a relationship, on a job, things of that nature. But there are some general things that we can really talk about. And there's two sides of the coin too, right?
Yes,
so one of the things, I think, how much time we got?
3 minutes.
Okay, I think one of the sides that we have to talk about is the reality that some of us have unreasonable expectations.
Talk about it.
I think sometimes, especially when it comes to horizontal relationships, person to person, sometimes we have expectations that are unreasonable for that person to fulfill. And because they're unreasonable, deep down on the inside, we know they're unreasonable. So now they become unspoken. Because we know it's too much, we never speak out what it is we're expecting. And when they don't fulfill it, we get angry, or we get anxious, or we have issues with them because they didn't fulfill what we expected, but we never spoke it in the first place. I think this is one of the biggest issues in relationships, period, point blank, is that you have expectations for people and you never told them what you expected.
Uncommunicated expectations.
Use your words.
Right?
Good. Use your words. Like, don't do that to him. Don't do that to her. Don't do that to them. Don't allow them to be in your space with no spoken expectations. Then they don't feel the void that they didn't even know you had. And now you're crossing them off a list, or they're no longer my friend, or they're not cool, or they don't care nothing about me. It's not really the case. They didn't know that you expected them to call you every day, right? They didn't know that you expected them to text you every day. They didn't know that they had to check in. That was not a part of the friendship covenant agreement.
We didn't talk about this.
Right.
You didn't tell me this.
And so you have two different people coming from two different spaces, even in church, on the same pew, but from two different backgrounds. And there's these unmet expectations because they were unspoken expectations. If I could be real, if I could be frank, just talking about Lee B. Walker Jr.,
it's straight church.
I can't read your mind. They can't read your mind. Just think about how many relationships went sour whether it been friendships, whether it been courtships, whether it been marriageships, right? How many friendships, how many relationships went south because you didn't really even tell them what you expected?
Yeah.
It might be even the reason why some people struggling right now.
That's true.
Because they're not speaking about what they expect.
Yeah.
So then there's no opportunity to have conversation about what I can meet and what I can't meet.
Yeah. That's true.
What's our middle ground?
And I think the thing with that too, though, is that some people don't really know what their expectations are. So it's kind of challenging to communicate what you don't know. Like, you want something, but you don't know exactly what it is.
So you mean in advance they can?
Yeah.
But in the moment you can.
I would hope so.
Right.
But sometimes some people can't, though. And the reason why I say that is because you can ask somebody, well, tell me exactly what it is that you want. And so they'll begin to attempt to articulate it, but then they'll say, well, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying.
Right.
If you can't properly articulate your thoughts to me, then how can I understand or comprehend what it is that you're trying to convey?
I'm trekking with you. Shout out to you, Tisha Brown Eyes.
That's an interesting name.
Tisha Brown Eyes. Shout out to you, Brenda Collins. Daisha, what up, sis?
What's that mint condition that said pretty brown eyes?
Pretty brown eyes. You know, I see it.
Don't do that.
No words.
We gotta read him back.
But look, though, so I'm with you. I think, though, whenever you have the moment where you felt as though your expectation was unfulfilled, you should open your mouth and say something about it. And I'll say it to this extent. Say Valentine's Day comes.
Yeah.
She was expecting an edible arrangement or some flowers.
At
whatever moment, your girlfriend at the job and brought them in and you felt to yourself like, I wonder if my man give me some flowers. You might need to give him a hint. Because he can't read your mind. You never wanted flowers any other time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that becomes problematic.
Yeah, but in that moment, I mean, give him a hint or something. Yeah. Normally you get a call and be like, "How these folks getting flowers?" Next thing, he already on edible raiment. Boom.
But what if he just? And this is relative to this situation. But sometimes it's easy to miss hints when, as you stated, this is not something you've wanted before, and so because you make the comment based off what you see other people doing, it can easily be misconstrued. That's all I'm saying.
But I'll say this to the young man.
I know some guys that missed the hint.
No. I know some. Some that missed it. So this is the problem. This is the problem there, right? Relationship is built on not just trust, right? Not just communing, but also attention, right? That's the only way all of that happens.
Now you're gonna get somebody in
trouble. Right? So
you're gonna get somebody in trouble.
No, for real. Attention.
No, you're gonna get somebody in trouble.
You gotta pay attention. Right? A hint is a hint. Like, at least we learned that in school.
See that? Look, Ty McCall.
Why I ain't got it? Because if you have not communicated your expectations yet, you should give a hint. Come on now.
But see, some people wait until they see what somebody else has or what somebody else is doing.
A lot of people do.
And then they want that to apply to their current situation. But you got to take into consideration the person that you're dealing with. Yeah. That individual may be dealing with somebody who's thoughtful, who's attentive, who knows and who takes time to consider that thing. You may be dealing with somebody who's less attentive, may not have the time, may not necessarily have the adequate resources.
Oh, absolutely.
To do the things that you see happening for other people.
Especially if he's a preacher.
No, for real. The people don't understand.
Obligations.
Like, pastors make some heavy sacrifices.
Absolutely.
Not just with time, but even with finances.
Well, see, and so this is the thing. We're talking hypothetically, Ty, because Ty ready to get. I ain't giving him no hint. but so this is it, Ty. Right. So the thing is,
did he do anything?
Right. In relationships, see, and I'm gonna tell you the biggest issue. The biggest issue is relationships, especially because we're talking potentially boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Courting is not what it used to be. Back in the day, they had the opportunity to get to know what your favorite color is, who your folk is, what you really like, what you like on dates. And let's be honest, some guys live their lives and every thought is romanticism.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't like that.
Yeah.
And so in that relationship, you will always get your expectations trampled on. You'll let yourself down if you don't give an inkling to that significant other.
Yeah.
What is it that you might desire? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I'm saying.
The songwriter say, express yourself.
I'm not sure I understand.
Siri says she don't understand.
Siri, I need you to be quiet.
Siri said,
Look,
I'm
but
not sure I understand.
This all the Siri heard. She heard, what is it that you might desire? That's all I'm saying. I said more than this. I said more. See, that's selective
prime
hearing.
example.
That's selective hearing.
Exactly. And some people in relationships, they have selective hearing. They do. They hear what they want to hear, not what you said.
No,
Siri speaking the truth. That's what Ty said. Ty said Siri.
No. But for real though. We're talking about people who have not ever spoken their expectations.
Yeah, that's probably
never given any signs.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to be real, because if you're going to be real with yourself, it's not just a woman thing, it's also a male thing. We have expectations that we never speak on.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's because we've never been in that space concerning that thing, or things have evolved for us.
Yeah.
And now we do like something that we did not like before.
Yeah. Don't
ask me where your shrimp and you ain't never ate shrimp before.
Or you just never felt comfortable with expressing expectations.
Yeah, yes. And this is not just your relationship with your significant other. This is every relationship. Let me back out of this relationship thing.
Back that thing up.
Cause they trying to Ty ain't playing today.
No.
She ain't playing fair. So let's get back to the pews. Let's get to the workspace. Let's get to all these places where you can't trip on somebody hogging your space or doing too much. You never voiced how you felt.
Yeah.
And some of us are so introverted that we adjust to what people do.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of confronting what people do that aggravates us.
We're going to talk about that on the other side of the break.
All
because confrontation, it is healthy.
It's very healthy.
It's healthy. And we got to talk about that. Y'all keep it locked.
Hey, this is your boy DeMarcus Campbell, and I encourage every one of y'all to listen to the Straight Church.
Oh Lord, now Ty said she like confrontation. Now, what kind of confrontation you like? Yeah, that's the thing. See, all confrontation ain't healthy. Now, some of it is. But let me do this. There's 16 of y'all watching us. I pray that you share this broadcast with somebody else. I need to change my name on here. That's Straight Off Friday Fulfillment. Got my whole name on here, boy. I swear. But I want to know, this is my question for the break. Give me one word to describe your Friday. I need one word that describes your week, not just your Friday. Give me one word that describes your week. And we're going to talk about this confrontation time. We talk about confronting issues, not confronting people. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. What's up, Eric Perry? What's up, Doc? Ty said awesome. Okay, amazing. Full. I like, oh Lord, exhausting. Oh man. Well, I hope you get some rest. I really do, Sister Sharita. Shout out to you. We are, while we're here, we want you to be reminded that if you are a parishioner in a church, no issues, I believe in the Socratic method. Oh my. You heavy over here. She's heavy over here. Good. I see you, Daisha. You shall. I want to remind you, if you are a parishioner of a church, which I hope and pray all of you belong to a church, there's some information that Praise 96.5 has been trying to get out on a consistent basis. I believe the cutoff is today, isn't it? Is it today?
It starts today. What you talking about?
The sign up, the what's the name? It ends today, right? Nominations.
Let me double check just to make sure.
I just got it. October October the 6th.
October the
6th.
It
ends tonight at 9 p.m. So if you have not nominated your pastor to be one of the shepherds that we salute here at Praise 96.5, you have until tonight at 9 p.m. That means, child of God, you got 3 more hours after we get up off here. I need you to nominate one of these pastors. Let me put it up here so y'all can see it. Nominated pastor. I think it's gonna. We got some blessings, some gifts in store. We're excited about the opportunity to celebrate them because it is Clergy Appreciation Month.
Yeah.
You read that? We want to recognize your pastor during the month of October. Submit your pastor's name now until October 6th at 9 p.m. Don't put it in the chat. Go to Praise 96.5 and vote for your pastor. Now, voting starts this Sunday at 9 a.m. But voting ends Monday, October 23rd at 9. We're going to get a top 5, some gifts. You're going to want your pastor to be in the number. Family, I pray, whoever your pastor is, I pray you love on them this month. Testing, what's up? The Kendra, how you doing? It's been testing all week for you? Chilling, you flew back from Atlanta. Yes, sir, I did. I had an obligation, had to get the Straight Church No Chaser. Dimitri, what up, bro? Bishop? Woo!
Montgomery's Inspiration Station, Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY, 358 here in the capital city. You're hanging with yours truly, the Crown Prince, Pastor Trey.
And your boy, Libby.
This is Straight Church.
No chaser.
Where we keep things real, relevant,
and righteous. Yeah.
All right, so we got a quick 2 minutes before we have to get the legal ID in. And we're talking about don't let yourself down, managing your expectations in every sphere of relationship that you may possibly be in.
Absolutely.
Whether it's relationally, whether it's business-wise, whatever relationship it is, whatever it is.
No, man.
You have to properly make sure that you communicate your expectations.
I like it.
And start from the onset.
Mm-hmm.
Start from the beginning.
You got to tell them off rip, right?
Yeah. Especially what you know. Because sometimes people wait till they get on down the road and then they want to talk about what you ain't did. And y'all done been together or been dealing with each other almost a year.
Yeah.
And you look like, wait a minute, man, why you ain't say this the 8 months ago?
Yeah.
Or why you didn't say this then? You want to wait now till we in an argument or till we fussing or till we at odds. Then you want to go way back. You know, don't do that.
1, 2, way back. 2, way back. You remember that?
I do.
I
got tired of that.
Oh, way back. I'm just throwing my arm. Nah, man. So we were talking about confrontation and just really dealing with issues in the moment. I think one of the worst things for our generation is that we let things bottle up. Like we have disdain for something, but we don't say anything. We just adapt to it until it gets on our last nerves, and then we blow a gasket.
Wow.
Like we often are operating reactively, right, versus proactively. And I think it's necessary in days and times like these that when you see the sign or when you see the flag, that you mention it so that something can be corrected, or you could take flight and leave it, right? And so I did see when our sister Ty McCall, she was talking about the Socratic method, which is something I'm familiar with. I just looked up a quick thing because there's some that have 3 stages, some that have 5 stages.
Isn't it named after the Greek philosopher Socrates?
Cool. So when you start talking about the Socratic dialogue methods, you're talking about number 1, where you're wondering, where you receive what the other person has to say, listen to their view or premise. Number 2, where you reflect, you sum up the person's viewpoint and clarify your understanding of what you have heard. Number 3, where you refine and or cross-examine that individual, asking the person to provide evidence that supports their view. to discover the thoughts, assumptions, and facts underlying their beliefs. Challenge those assumptions to test their validity. Number 4, you restate. That means you note the new assumption resulting from the inquiry. And then number 5, you repeat those 4 steps. And so that is a very healthy way of having conversation. I think what makes that somewhat difficult is when others don't like the line of questioning.
Absolutely.
Or restating. And so it's easy for some people to become frustrated within that line and way of communication, because it's like, hold on now, what you trying to talk over my head? What you trying to do? And it's unfortunate that we're that way, but I believe that there's a right way and a wrong way to argue.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about this all the time, Trey. There's a right way and a wrong way to argue, a right way and a wrong way to confront a situation. And I believe the best way for us to do so is to make sure that we're speaking to be understood and listening to understand.
Wow.
When we choose to listen to understand versus listen to respond,
mm-hmm.
when we choose to speak in a language and in a tone where we can be understood properly,
mm-hmm.
I think there'll be less miscommunication.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think sometimes we have the wrong time, we have the wrong tone. Sometimes we just acting up. It just be unnecessary. And sometimes people aren't aware of their tones. Yeah. There's been some people that we've talked to. There've been some people that we've dealt with. What you chuckle? What's
I'm just because I just
you remembering the moment.
I thought about something, and we'll talk about it after.
Oh, okay. It's me. Was it me?
Yeah, you was involved in it.
Oh yeah, you
was involved in it.
Yeah.
It took place.
Yeah. It's a certain way you're gonna talk this.
But I'm just saying, like,
yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna leave it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't
because arguments go south when you have the wrong tone and you talking about something at the wrong time. I wish I had a witness out here.
We gotta go
because it ain't what you say. What my mama at? It's how you say it. You gonna be nice. You be nice. Don't.
What's going on with your finger, man? Why are you pointing?
Get your tone. Get your tone. I be telling folks all the time. I've never been in a fight in my life.
Y'all pray for Lee.
But the Lord done blessed me to get a little bigger.
You feeling it?
I be wanting somebody to try me now, dog.
Why you want to fight now?
I just want to see what these hands do.
We're going to commercial break. You being violent. You being violent.
Hey, fam. You talk to one another instead of arguing. Absolutely. I want to address it before it's an argument. I'm with you, Ty. I'm with you. And that's healthy. We need to address it before it sets us off. Because once it sets you off, that trigger's been pulled and you ain't no comeback. Ain't no comeback. There's a few things, and we got to be honest about our triggers too. I think we really have to be honest about those. And we'll get back onto the top of our topic. Don't let yourself down. But we got to be honest about our triggers. Our triggers are normally rooted in traumatic experiences, or traumatic experiences that we've observed someone else seeing or doing or something of the sort. And so I think it's always imperative for us to know what they are.
Come on, man.
And yeah, let's go. Thanks, Doc. To know what they are, so that we can.
How you feeling?
Not necessarily coddle ourselves because of our trigger, but so we can make sure other people are aware of what those triggers are. Because sometimes folks just get to talking, and they've been stepped on a couple of your triggers, and some of our triggers are hair light. It don't take much. And I'm just gonna act up, right? And one thing I know for certain, I don't like folks talking to me crazy. Ain't that right, Trey?
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Trey? I ain't gonna deal with him. I ain't gonna deal with it.
Montgomery's Inspiration Station, Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY. You still locked in with yours truly, the Crown Prince, Pastor Trey.
And your boy, Pastor Lee.
This is Straight Church.
No chaser.
Where we keep things real, relevant, and
righteous.
So yeah, we're back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but so
y'all ain't praying for Lee. I need to pray for him.
Hey, look, man.
I think he having a flashback.
Well, you know,
because your hand, you start pointing.
Yeah,
you was bucking a little bit.
You know,
then you talking about what you want to see what them hands gonna do.
Yeah, I don't.
Who made you upset, man?
Well,
who has angered you?
You wanna see the list?
Who?
No, man, but you know, it is a sad ordeal that givers are taken advantage of. It's a sad indictment that people that major in helping others are often hurt. It's a sad indictment that the ones who have your best interests at heart get the least amount of love. And so because I am a giver, because I am a helper, because I am one who genuinely desires for people to advance and be great in life, it's often that there's going to be somebody on a list. And, you know, the blessing is, I mean, because we got to be real about this stuff. It's not that people don't make you mad. It's not that you don't ever want to address someone. It's not that you don't want to confront them or deal with them. Sometimes the Holy Spirit just shuts you up. And so we thank God for the Holy Ghost over here.
Yeah, but see, the trip part about it is when people do those things, hurt you, take advantage of you, use you,
and still expect stuff.
Not only that, but then act like they didn't do anything wrong.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then they still want to kick it with you, still want to hang with you, still want to talk to you, still want to come around and expect for you to be all good when they know what they did and they know they was wrong in what they did.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, Trey. I'm at the point in life where I get excited when I know somebody did something, but they come in my face like they haven't done anything because I know the Lord finna bless me. No lie. I know he finna bless me because I ain't gonna say nothing out the way, right? But I know. And I now know there's a blessing on my own.
And then some people say, well, no, they probably didn't know. But if they've been around you long enough, they know.
Oh, yeah.
Because really, truthfully, the only people that can really hurt you are those
people that are close to you.
Yeah, who have shared intimate spaces with you. Those are the people who can really hurt you.
And so the hurt from me now shifts from off of that individual to me learning a lesson.
So will you no longer help them?
There is a circle that they've been kicked out of, and it's now on the periphery of another circle. So as far as I'm concerned, they can almost yell unclean, unclean. I put them on the periphery.
You're kicking them out the camp, are you?
Oh, Doc, go outside. Go outside of Jericho, Doc.
Go kick them out the camp.
Go outside. Go outside. Nah, but for real, you can't be in my inner circle and hurt me. Right? You naturally just kicked yourself to the next circle.
Bro.
And next. And next. And, you know, because ultimately we have to learn the lessons of people's behavior.
That's how
and now I know
people keep getting hurt.
Yeah, and now I know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because if you act crazy one time, I'm not going to be foolish enough to expect you to act right the next time. No, I'm going to expect crazy every time I see you. Yeah, I'm going to love your crazy self. Right. But I expect what I saw before.
But there's no going back to how it was.
I'm not going to say that. Reconciliation is still a part of our lives in a real true fashion.
Absolutely.
But there is work to be done, trust to be regained, forgiveness to be given, right? And I think ultimately that's a process.
But now you can forgive somebody and still keep your distance.
Absolutely. Reconciliation is not a requirement.
You're right.
Right? But there are cases where reconciliation is the assignment that God has on you.
Yeah, we've been given, according to scriptures, the ministry of reconciliation.
Absolutely.
So a part of our service as Christians is to reconcile whatever horizontal relationships we can, because we know that our horizontal relationships matter to God just as much as our vertical relationships. So I do think that our relationships one to another matters, but you can forgive somebody and then remain distant. You can love somebody and still remain distant.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, on the break, I was telling them about the Salute to the Shepherds that we're doing here at 96.5. Hey, I want to encourage you. You have until 9 p.m. to nominate your pastor to be one of our shepherds that we salute in the month of in the month of October. I see questions coming in. We're going to deal with it. But I definitely want you to know.
Tell them how to do it.
Well, go to praise965.com and you can put in your pastor's name, submit it. It's on the front page, on the first page. As soon as you get on there, you'll see it. You can enter that information. But I want you to know you cannot put in Pastor Trey Stewart's name. You cannot put in Pastor Lee B. Walker Jr.'s name. You cannot put in Bishop Clarence E. Stewart Jr.'s name. You cannot put in who else? Martha.
You can't put in
Bishop's
Pastor Fred
name.
Gray.
Pastor Fred Gray.
Yeah.
None of us can win because we work up here. But there's enough pastors out here that you can nominate somebody. We got to salute some shepherds. It is Clergy Appreciation Month.
Yeah, man.
I need you to go to church this Sunday and tell your pastor you thank God for him. Don't lie. Don't lie. But at least tell him you're praying for him, all right? It's tough out here. God has blessed us to carry the weight of ministry, and he blesses us, but it's also a burden to us. So definitely thank God for your pastor and preachers in general.
Right.
It's a heavy weight. This is a calling that makes us and requires us to sacrifice. Requires us to sacrifice.
So what is one thing you thought about pastoring, right, on the outside, and then once you started pastoring, you realized, no, this ain't quite what I thought it would be. What is one thing that you can think of? Like, I know for me, watching my dad pastoring, I thought that dealing with people was easy because he made it look easy. Until I started pastoring and realized it's not as easy dealing with some people when you know that they've done things to work against you. You know they've done things to try to set you up. Like, so because you have to deal with people in order to be an effective pastor and shepherd. You have to deal with people.
Absolutely.
So what is one thing, since we're talking about relationships, relationally, that on the outside looking in, you're like, oh, it's like it could be easy. But then once you started pastoring, you realize, it's not as easy as I thought it would be.
So let's answer this real quick, and then I go to that, right? So the question came up on Facebook. What does reconcile mean concerning the Bible? So reconcile means to be, I would say, at peace again, or to be brought back to its original state. Okay?
Like
to be brought back to its original state. Restored back to where it once was. We good?
Yeah, we good.
Okay, now I told you. See, black
I gotta look to see what's going on.
We got a culture. We got a culture. See, one black person start looking up, everybody ready to look up. Now you get to running, everybody running. Like,
don't even know what we're running for.
You got to tell me. You got to tell me quick. Don't look like you. Hey, Doc, I'm telling you. But either way, family, he up here, look, Trey over here looking for y'all in Radio Land. He looking out the window like he ain't know what's going on. So I had to look too because I need to know.
I'm just looking. I ain't gonna let nobody walk up on you.
I ain't gonna let you duck and me get got.
Nah, I ain't gonna be like that.
Okay.
Then the new home, and that's gonna be a whole thing. And he just got
yeah, man. So you said one of the things that I did not expect that I did see.
Yeah.
With my father's ministry. To be totally honest,
dealing with relationships now.
Dealing with relationships with people. I naturally was in a student space the entire time things were going on. So when I came into pastoring, there was not much that I did not expect, except for due to the conversations of past shepherds and our predecessors, I did not expect, especially at New Home, I did not expect people to be ready for change. Because of the old conversation that they're going to fight this and people going to fight, they ain't going to let you do this, that, and the other. And so unique in my circumstance. Yeah, because, that's how they get, and it ain't going to work out. It's going to be hard, and they're going to let you preach to them, but they ain't going to pass them. No, that wasn't my case. That wasn't my case. I thank God that he allowed me to shepherd people that were ready for some change. But I also thank God that he gave me the ability to know how to subtly change things versus come in so ambitious and drastically shift things without knowing what the things I was moving meant to the people I was serving.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
One book I read for somebody who might need it, Who Moved My Pulpit, it changed my entire thinking of what progressive ministry is. Because sometimes we think we got to get it done quickly. God did not call you there for 5 months. So why you didn't change everything in 2 weeks? Calm down. And allow God to do what God does. He moves on the heart of people so that they can see what's necessary. And as the people see it's necessary, then it's necessary for you to move on it. That's my tidbit, free advice. You call me for the rest. That's a consultation.
I ain't in there.
Nah, but I see Bree on Facebook. She said we should expect people to be people. You're dead right. You're right. You hit the nail on the head. It's the reality. Sounds just like Paul. But it's the reality that, man, legitimately, I think when we listen to, it's 4:00.
It's 4:16.
Okay. I think when we listen to our predecessors, those older shepherds, a lot of what they gave us as we were coming in was information on the back end, dealing with stuff that they dealt with or were dealing with in that moment. But if we were able to talk to them in their youth, in the infancy of what they were doing, that information would have been better advice for us. So while you're old, I mean, think about every conference we go to. We're talking to people and or being taught by people who have in a great way surpassed where we are. And so we have chapter 20 speaking to chapter 1. And there's some things that they're saying that we don't process properly. Even the conversation of, let's come here, right? You shouldn't have to do everything. It's a sad indictment that this advice comes from people who have staff that are full-time paid, right?
Yeah.
They have so many people that they can carry the work because they've been in ministry for 30 odd plus years.
Right.
But when you say that to someone who's been in ministry for 1 year, they believe they can come in and say, I shouldn't have to do all of this. Hold on. If you would have found T.D. Jakes back then, he was sweeping the floor. He was filling the baptism pool. He was making his own programs.
He was the musician and the preacher.
Come on, Doc.
His wife was the praise and worship leader.
Come on, Doc. I'm a PK. We folded those programs religiously every Saturday.
Put out fans.
Doc. They had the programs.
The
my mama was so crazy. She put the programs in the folding in the hamper basket. So it's literally like instead of folding clothes, we folding programs. and throwing the envelope in there. We had a whole assembly line going. So there's nothing for me and yourself and some other pastors who have been PKs. There's nothing that we have not done.
Yeah.
But for those who have not been PKs and they hear this advice and they hear you got to have a team and you got to have this, it can be detrimental for them because they're hearing what somebody did in year 15. And they're not hearing what a person's hustle was in year 1.
Year 1, year 2.
And so it's interesting how we process what we learn. And how we bring it back to our congregations because the processing of it is what's going to determine our success or our failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, everybody, we'll be back on the other side of the commercial break.
Yeah, we're getting back to our topic, y'all.
Well, it kind of goes in line.
It does, but I
goes in line.
We gotta get to the other side of the coin.
It's you and this other side of the coin.
Yeah, we gotta get to the other side.
You go looking for trouble. You don't wait for trouble to look for you. You go looking for it.
I want all the smoke.
All right. I remember what happened the last time you said that.
I don't care. I know my history. Hey, matter of fact, shout out to Percy Julian, City Champs. What? Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, they City Champs, Doc.
So now you repping Percy Julian?
Nah, I don't have a problem repping them, but I went to Robert E. Lee High School. That's all I'm saying. Nah, you want to go?
I'm just saying. But
I go put my jersey back on.
I mean, Lee is no more.
I keep it in the car.
Lee is no more. You might as well just let it go.
No.
Let it go. Let it go, because you told everybody you bought the school.
What my diploma?
And then now it got the school got took from you.
And you know what happened?
So what happened? No, we don't want to know what happened.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
We don't want to know. We don't want to know.
They paid the taxes.
No. So you weren't paying your taxes?
No. I wasn't paying my taxes. They came pay the taxes.
That's a good way to get it took
the school back out of my name. You know what I mean? To change that joke. You know.
That's a good way to get it taken from you. Listen, y'all keep it back. We'll be more.
Keep it back.
We'll be back. See what happens when you deal with Lee? Y'all pray for me. Y'all ain't praying like y'all promised me you would.
Boy, I swear.
Hey, this is Dr.
Bam! What up, Leah B? I see you on Facebook. Xavier Breed, Sister Breed Rose, Tanya Richardson. Deacon Durham said kindness to them is like heaping coals of fire. Be kind to absolutely. Time of call. That's why peer groups are important. Absolutely. If your peers are listening though, There's a lot of them don't listen to. Which one is you, bro?
I'm over here.
Turn that one. There you go. Leah said, "What up, Trey?"
Tyler said, "Oh, what up?"
Yeah, she's right there.
I'm so sick of you.
She's right there. Hey, so fam, y'all coming in late. I'm not gonna ask y'all what y'all cooking for dinner. To be honest, it's a pizza night for me. Finna have some fun and watch some movies. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Chill with the fam. But I do have a question. I heard ASU's homecoming is this week, and I got a question. Do you think it's gonna be as blowed as A&M's homecoming? I just just a random question. How many people you think could come into ASU's homecoming? Do you think ASU's gonna win? I want to know what y'all think. I want to know what y'all think. That requires us to have community trust and ride with them, starting with chapter 1. Do we trust people on chapter 1? Folks on chapter 20 have a record. Well, that's a good question. That's a good question, Bree. We're gonna have to talk about that because the reality is we should trust people and their advice on chapter 1 because they're working through it like we are as well. I think that's some of the best advice you can get. And/or even if it's not spoken advice, there's such thing my dad always taught me. It's called observation. And if we see our homeboy on chapter 1 flunking because he's doing something a certain way, it ought to teach us not to do the same thing. Yeah. So I have a great level of trust, although it's girded with the proper processing of what people on chapter 20 said. Because the unfortunate truth is, I think this is the big problem, Bree, to be honest. I think the big problem is we don't have enough people writing their advice or their good nuggets down in chapter 1 through 19. And so when people get to chapter 20, they're trying to recall everything. And they don't always see it the same way now that they're in chapter 20. So we get their chapter 20, but we don't have any of the tips and tools that they knew were a blessing to them in chapter 1 through 5 through 19. So it's interesting. Yeah. When I'm coming, Eric Perry said, when is he coming to the station, Pastor Trey? I thought you invited him one time and he...
No, you the station manager, so you got to set up the...
That's a good deflection.
You got to set that up.
That's a good deflection.
Hey, Eric, just
Eric,
inbox
don't
inbox Pastor Lee.
Don't inbox me.
He'll set you up.
No. Eric, you don't have to inbox me. Eric, matter of fact, we're going to invite you next Friday. Now you got to get up here next Friday at 3:00. We'll talk to you. All right? I hope you saw me. Nothing.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, ASU will not be as blowed as A&M. I'm sorry. Do y'all think they're going to win, though? Not in my wheelhouse. Smoke Boston butt. Oh, you eating good, Ty. Bree said I'm a hater. No. They could have won last week, Eric. The problem with ASU is they're allergic to the end zone. And I got it from the beginning. Good job, Trey. He did that, didn't he, Xavier? No. ASU legitimately, their issue is they're playing terrible defense. Terrible defense. They let people come back. They let people do what they want to do. And they're just there. It makes no sense to me. But I do think Magic City Classic is going to be a good game. Although we blew out Tuskegee, the reality was Tuskegee really this year ain't had no business playing nobody from the SWAC. And that's why I keep telling folks, I think that's why they scared to come to the SWAC. I think they scared because the boy got handled. Doctor, you know that they scored first? Do you know that? It's bad to get beat 55-3, but it's bad to only score on the first. The first time you had the ball, you scored a field goal, and you ain't never get close to the red zone.
Are you serious, man?
Bro, that's terrible, bro. That's terrible. Oh, I love my Tuskegee people, but that's what made it worse to me. It was like they scored first. They put up 3. I was like, okay, it's going to be a good game. They never had a chance. They never had a chance.
Never got close again.
Bro, that's so bad. That's so bad.
Wow.
Like, I feel better if they were getting blown out the whole time and then they almost scored. Kicking field goal maybe third quarter. It's like, we let them come back. Yeah. You know, no, they scored. They scored
first and never. Dang.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this too. I'm gonna tell you something that I cannot stand this in sports, but it's the same thing we talk about in music and ministry. People legitimately will watch something and become a sideline commentator as if it's a job. These folks be ready to fire coaches and they ain't got no say so. Don't know the difference between a 3-4 and a 4-3 defense.
Ready to bench the players.
But they swear the coach need to be fired.
Coordinators.
Don't know the difference between a dime or a dollar or a nickel formation. But they want to tell the coach what he's supposed to do. Commit church folk. Ain't never been nobody pastor. I was at one church and told them what I heard the older preacher say. He said, you look for a pastor, and when you got one, you wanted to be the pastor. Same thing in music. Can't sing a lick, but everybody want to tell for what to sing. It's crazy how we are as a people, that we have no experience, have no acumen, have no competence, but always got a comment. At some point, we got to be quiet. And social media has made it so bad to me. I remember when Bama, you remember Bama run their mouth. We ain't got no better quarterback. We won the game. we ain't who it is? No, we gonna try this one. No, Nick need to retire. Saban need to just go and retire.
Nah.
Man, let me tell you something.
Nick gonna be with us for a minute.
Let me tell you something. He can lose all the games and still make more money than you did. I think you need to comment on something else.
Leave that alone.
At some point, we got to keep some of our comments to ourselves.
And Nick gave everybody what they wanted. Put the other 2 quarterbacks in.
Just to show them who the best was, right? Same thing, Deion Sanders. Bro. But it is a reminder that it's not just in the field of preaching or pastoring or concerning Christ. In any space where you're the most successful, or you are successful, somebody gonna have something to say.
Yeah.
Whether positive or negative, it don't matter. Yeah. Every facet of life, people only talk about folk who doing something.
Absolutely. That's true.
I heard I was with Dewey this weekend, and he said one of his greatest leadership coaches is Deion Sanders. He says, I'm his pastor, but he teaches me more about leadership and ministry probably than I teach him, because he's watching the football team. Even when he started talking about church ministry, he started talking about how a church ministry and the workers and servants, you need depth. Mm-hmm. He was talking about that's the problem with Colorado. They have no depth right now. It's interesting now. But sometimes we just need to shut up.
Yeah.
Be quiet. What if we holding back our blessings because we talk too much? Bro, it's a whole nother conversation.
Montgomery's inspiration station, Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY. We're back. This is Straight Church.
No chaser.
With yours truly, Pastor Trey.
And your boy, Pastor Lee B.
And you already know we keep things real, relevant, and
righteous.
Listen, everybody, we do want to take this opportunity to shout out another one of our sponsors, the Wellness Coalition. Working together to improve health and access for all. It's the Wellness Coalition. So we thank God for them and their support of Straight Church, No Chaser. The beat done got good to you.
The dog got good to me.
I think that's what it is.
Get a double clapping and stuff down. Take me back to old school church. You know, people don't clap in church no more for real. You look at the choir to be doing like that. You're like, man, clap your hands. Come on. My hands used to get red clapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, man. It's we having some good conversation, and as we come to the last hour of our show, I think we got to talk about the flip side, right?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Don't let yourself down because you have expectations that don't match your energy. I just heard somebody great say that. You want great things, but you ain't willing to do the work for the great things.
Yeah.
I think that is the biggest issue in society right now. People want titles.
Yeah.
People want opportunities. People want spotlight. People want platforms. Nobody's preparing for what they desire.
Yeah.
You praying for it, but you ain't preparing for it. You asking folk for it, but you ain't even got ready.
Yeah.
If they gave it to you right now, you wouldn't know what to do with it. I believe we got to get out of this entitlement culture.
Yeah.
And get back to a place to where we as black people will work for what we want.
You can't get something for nothing.
Bro, we got to stop that.
You can't get something for nothing.
And I'm not going to lie. You know, I know I've said to New Home a time or two, I blame my generation for how we parent. Because we're so busy giving kids what we never got that they don't know how to work for anything.
Yeah.
And so now they're like that. Also, it seems like we're like that because we're still complaining about how folk didn't give us a shot. Folk didn't give us an opportunity. So we spend so much time complaining. We spend no time getting competent.
Yeah.
When are you going to learn it? Right? When are you going to practice it? When are you going to rehearse it?
Just put the work in.
Bro.
Just put the work in. And energy.
Doc, what's the song? Who sings it? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Yeah. You
got to have something.
Yeah.
God is not the type of God who's going to grace you with opportunities that you're not prepared for. It could be good for you, but it won't be good for you if you ain't prepared.
Yeah.
This ain't the moment, right?
Yeah.
And today's price ain't yesterday's price.
That's the truth.
So what you prepared for back then still needs some updating.
Yeah.
I told you on this one time as well, that all of our apps still need to be updated. There's always some issue, right, that needs to be fixed.
Yeah. And
if you don't download the update, it's going to keep acting up.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you prepared 10 years ago. And now you finally getting the shot. No. You're supposed to keep preparing.
Absolutely.
This goes to preaching. This goes to serving. This goes to your job. This goes everywhere, right? If you're in the dugout and the opportunity is not yours to swing, shouldn't you be swinging in the dugout? Shouldn't you be getting stronger in the dugout? Shouldn't you be considering not only looking at what the other person's doing while they're up there, but also taking your own private time to hit some balls?
Yeah.
Because when your time comes, you're going to want to knock it out the park.
Absolutely.
But ambition to knock it out the park without preparation on knowing how to hit the ball is going to always lead to you being frustrated.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're going to blow it every time.
Absolutely.
And I think we're looking at a world full of people that keep missing the ball.
Yeah.
People who keep missing the shot. How is it you want to be a great three-point shooter, but you don't know how to shoot a free throw? If I put you under the basket and said you got to make every shot, take one step back, make every shot, take one step back, till you get to the three-point lane, half of them wouldn't make it there. But everybody's throwing up Steph Curry half-court shots right now.
And they missing too bad.
Doc, let's get back.
Missing bad.
Let's get back. Let's get back to the fundamentals here.
Missing bad.
I need you to get back to that might be my word. Get back to the basics.
Yeah. Because
we've lost sight of what really matters. We want to look great, but we ain't never been good.
Wow. That's heavy.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That's heavy.
I think it's good. I think we got that's the flip side, because how can you manage expectations that you're not working for?
Yeah.
You know,
I think expectations with no preparation will always leave you void of manifestation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. Press play.
Press play.
Well, press pause. Rewind. Press play. Say it again.
Hey man.
You lost it.
No, okay, I gotta think let me see. Okay, expectation with no preparation will always leave you void of manifestation.
Yeah, and it give you a bunch of frustration. It's real.
No, that's true.
It's real.
And I think it's even the same thing, even with our relationship with God, that a lot of times we have expectations of God, but we don't show God that we're making preparation to receive from God. So how can you expect for God to give you what you have not prepared for. You have the expectation that God is able to do exceeding and abundantly above all that you could ever ask or think, but he does it according to the power that works within you, which means you still have a part to play in the manifestation that you expect to receive from God.
The power that works in you.
Mm-hmm.
2 Kings chapter 7, there's a woman, a widow.
Yeah.
She's lost her husband.
Yeah.
She has no money.
Mm-hmm.
Her children are about to become bond servants.
Yeah.
She's taking the children to pay off the debt because she has immense debt and a dead husband.
Wow.
And now there's about to be division in her house because her children are gone.
Mm.
The first thing the man of God says to her as she cries out to Elisha is, "What do you have?"
Yeah.
She said, "I ain't got but a little bit of oil. I ain't got much." But he indicates and shows us that you got to use what you got.
Yeah.
Moses
Stretch out your
at the river, Red Sea, right? He said, "God, what I'm gonna do?"
Yeah.
God said, "Boy, I gave you a staff. Stretch out your hand." Right? 5,000 people or 5,000 men, not including women and children, surrounded Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Looks at the disciples and say, "Hey, we got to feed them. I know this ain't no fellowship hall, but it's gonna be one today." The disciples say, "Hey, Doc, we ain't got no money. We ain't got no food." He said, "There's somebody here that got something." That one boy, 2 fish,
Yeah.
5 Red Lobster biscuits.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He brought what he had. God used what he had and multiplied it. And I think that's the key. When are we going to do something? We got to get off our do nothing. We got to get off our tutti frutti. We got to stop praying and wishing and fasting for stuff. We ain't done nothing to share in the work to get the stuff that God can give us.
Yeah.
Preparation is necessary. Shout out to your big homie, Bishop Henry C. Davis, my big brother.
My man.
When given the shot, the lack of will show forth. Absolutely. Then they want you to accept their mediocrity with applause. Not ever. Ain't gonna happen because I have a problem with people that don't prepare.
Me too.
What are you doing in your downtime? I don't have as much as you.
Yeah.
I really do. I tell people all the time, especially when it comes to preaching. When you start preaching, fall in love with study. Don't fall in love with preaching from the pulpit. You won't get many of those opportunities. But if you fall in love with studying,
You have to study.
you're going to get more opportunities than you could ever dream of.
Absolutely.
Fall in love with the work.
You're showing God that you're preparing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
God isn't obligated to move unless we move. Come on, Daisha. Jay-Z said it like this: when you move, I move. Just like that.
That was ludicrous.
That was?
Yeah, that was ludicrous.
Oh.
It's all good.
Luda. When you move, that was it.
Yeah, when I move, you
when
move.
I mean you, yeah.
When I move,
like,
you move.
Jay-Z ain't never said that.
No, that was ludicrous.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I gotta update my old hip hop.
You had a senior moment, as they would say.
Look, Doc, the boy getting old. The boy getting old. Nah, but for real, man, I think that's what God is really trying to get us back to, a place where we'll get into position.
Yeah.
So He can prosper us.
Yeah.
We're not prospering because we're out of position.
And because we're not willing to do the work.
Yeah, we don't want to do the work. That's why we out of
Like
position.
we want God to rain down manna from heaven.
Yeah, that time period is over. and they were actually doing the work though.
Thank you.
Yeah, they
Thank
were
you.
walking.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do something, and we're not talking about a works-based salvation for somebody to try to get us in soteriology. But what we're talking about is just helping people to understand that you can't get something for nothing.
Right.
Everybody's looking for a handout, and a lot of times that's what people want. They want a handout. They want you to give them something. But what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you even trying?
Uh-huh.
And so I think God is more interested in giving us a hand up as opposed to a handout.
Reverend, you just cursed at somebody.
Don't do that.
Because whatever people can get for free, they will clown for.
Yeah.
When it comes to something that requires work, you just cussed everybody out.
A lot of people don't have skin in the game.
Damn.
So it doesn't mean anything to you.
And that's a problem for me.
Yeah.
It's too many young folk. There's too many people, period.
Yeah.
Especially in the kingdom of God, that want some but don't want to do nothing.
That's it.
And it shows people that strived and struggled to get what they have, that you really don't care much about it. You just want to add this to your resume.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to add this to your inventory.
Yeah.
I got a problem with people that act like that. because the work of the church is too serious. This is too serious.
Yeah, man.
The work of your job is too serious. You can't be no supervisor and you're not a good employee. You can't manage getting the fries out before they burn and putting salt on. They cannot trust you to run a McDonald's. It just no. And we have to let's be honest. Leadership has to get out of a place, and I heard this today, and it really blessed my whole soul. Where we get out of a place of that warm body syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Where we just put somebody somewhere because we need somebody somewhere.
Absolutely.
We gotta stop that.
Yeah.
Because folk, if they're not ready, then they don't need to be there.
Period.
If they're not trustworthy, they don't need to be there.
They're not competent.
If they ain't competent, they don't need to be there.
Because sometimes this whole tenure system doesn't work.
Oh,
just
Lord.
because you've been in the position X amount of years doesn't mean that you're the best.
Tenure never meant talent.
You know,
right?
to move it forward.
Well, yeah, absolute. You might be good at sustaining.
Yeah.
But eventually, sustaining.
We need some progression.
It's man, Doc, I think is good. It's good that people have lofty expectations of God.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that people have great desires and they have faith backing it up. What is your faith without works?
Yeah, it's dead. That's what it is. Dead.
Cold-blooded.
Dead. That's it. You have all the faith in the world, but not willing to put any work with it.
So talk to somebody.
It's dead.
Talk to somebody and encourage them to try again, because there's some people on the other side of the radio. There's some people that are listening to us on the app. There's some people that are watching us on Facebook, and they've tried, but they keep failing, and they keep feeling as though their work is in vain. But we want you to try again.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
I think scripture says it best when it says, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain. And I think that applies not just for ministry, but understanding that God has placed a specific call and purpose on your life. Whatever season God has you in right now, you're there for a specific reason, which means there is something that God has for you to do. And I think if you keep trusting God, keep putting in the work, remain committed and faithful to the call and the purpose that God has placed on your life, it will manifest for you. Maybe the reason it hasn't worked yet is because you're doing it your way and not his way. So the Bible tells us that we have to consider God when we make our plans, because at the end of the day, it's the Lord's purpose for our life that will prevail.
Yes, sir.
And so sometimes failure is an opportunity for you to reconsider, to rest, recollect,
reassess,
yeah,
realign
and readdress the scenario.
Yes, sir.
So that you can move forward. And sometimes failure is often an opportunity for reposition.
Yeah.
Maybe God is trying to shift you to change your vantage point so that you can attack it from a different avenue. So be encouraged.
Yeah.
Be encouraged.
Be not weary.
Come on now.
In well doing.
Mm-hmm.
For in due season, ye shall reap.
Yeah.
If you faint not.
Yeah.
I believe it's good. Because sometimes, like you said, Pastor Trey, it just wasn't the right time because we didn't have the right team.
Yeah. Or the right mentality. Because if you have the team, but the mindset isn't right, you still ain't gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, that ain't the right team.
You're so stupid, man.
She said, dust yourself off and try again. Beyonce, just kidding. Aaliyah, why you playing with me though?
There you go. I've been at you all day.
I love it. And God has the perfect time. Absolutely, Xavier. In the fullness of time. He doesn't work in chronos. He works in kairos. And sometimes we just want things to happen on our timetable. And God said it ain't time yet. But try again. Because I believe if you do it in God's timing,
yeah.
If it's in God's will, it'll be God's bill. I believe that wholeheartedly. But so don't let yourself down. I love high and lofty expectations. One of the things we spoke about relationally is that you need to make sure your expectations are spoken and not unspoken expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can't read your mind. Everybody doesn't know your heart. Everyone can't keep up with your evolution. Everyone can't keep up with the shifts that you go through. From being a person who doesn't like this to a person that likes it this way. From being a person who desires this to the next moment, you just being a different creature and not desiring anything at all. I mean, to be quite frank, I'm one of those type of people that I am an extrovert, but I got a lot of introvert tendencies. Mm-hmm. I'm cool by myself. I wish you would act like you don't want me around you. I'll go in my own corner. I'm that type of person. But then there are other people who legitimately are the same at all times. They're extrovert. And me, sometimes I need a break.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to be messed with. Sometimes I don't need you to call me. Sometimes I want to be left alone.
Yeah.
And that can be a struggle for certain people. So I have to make sure that I let people know, hey, we bros. We got to talk every day. But when we do talk, ain't nothing changed. We still the same. Same thing goes for when we talk about this other side of the coin. Yes, you must have spoken expectations, but listen to me clearly. You got to make sure that you're working for what you're expecting. Y'all hear me? Yeah. Work for what you're expecting. I am so tired, family, of hearing people say they asked God for this, saying that they prayed for this, that they fasted for this, and this is why I don't go to church no more, Rev, because the Lord ain't answered my prayer. Can I tell you? He answered your prayer. Your prayer is waiting on your preparation. It's already in front of you. You just ain't took no steps. The favor is waiting on you to do some work.
Yeah.
And so I just believe wholeheartedly today, somebody is taking this challenge. Somebody is waking up right now, Pastor Trey, and realizing, I got work to do. Check this out, fam. I heard the fair is here today. Talking about funnel cake. Talking about Polish sausage. Talking about pizza. Alabama National Fair. Doc, I heard it's going to be dope. And guess what else I heard?
What's that?
I heard we got some free tickets to give away.
Woo.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be good.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got 5 tickets to give away, Trey. You think we do our 5 right quick?
Now?
You think we can do our 5 now?
Yeah, let's do that after commercial break.
Okay, let's come back. We coming back with these 5 tickets.
Y'all keep it locked.
Nobody caring about ASU homecoming. I'm playing. Oh, who did that?
What?
Snacking everything from peas to greens and all the vegetables and starches in between. Not to mention.
No, you don't. We wanted you to come to the fair. So, Eric Perry. Oh, he's gonna ask about tickets. Trey, you can figure out what they can do.
You coming back next? Coming next Friday.
Bring a group. We can accommodate you. We're open from Tuesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Walk in, take out, delivery, or drive through, whichever suits you. We do accept reservations. Call us at 334-649-1750. That's 649-1750.
I'm State Farm Agent Willie Durham, and I want you to know that switching is
how they gonna get them, Trey?
All the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels.
How are we doing it? Are they grouped like pairs, 2 at a time?
How you can switch and save with State Farm.
For 5, it's on 5 tickets doing 2 at a time.
Switching over, so you can start saving today. Me and my team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Willie Durham, it's easy to switch and save.
It's easy to switch and save.
WillieDurham.com.
I'm here taking care of my uncle soon.
Like a good neighbor,
On his feet, I can come.
Agency.
Well, Eric, how you gonna ask the question and you ain't prepared? See, you're not preparing for what you're praying for, Eric. And we just did all that talking, Eric. Take care of your uncle, man. You ask us when you're free, all right? Xavier said I walked out swiftly. Hey, man, so what they got to do, Trey? All right, this what we're gonna do. This what we're gonna do. You ready? I'm not gonna put it back on him. I'm gonna wait till we go online.
gonna be very interesting.
Oh,
this is gonna be interesting.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Georgia, check out Straight Church.
Bishop.
Peace.
I got you here. I had to get you because I just talked about it now. She said, "Not me, mute." Look, they be watching, don't they? But I feel like I earned it with my wit today. You earn what now, Ty? Now these tickets, this is a whole nother conversation now, Ty. So, I hope they. Is it about 5 yet? It's almost 5.
Yeah,
they ain't at work no more. I get it. Her sound was messed up. Oh, you got it? Somebody said SpongeBob. Did I win? Hello. Hey, we're back.
You need help. You need serious help.
We're back.
Montgomery's Inspiration Station, first 96.5 FM, WMGY, 452 here in the capital city. The temperature is still set at about 84 degrees with mostly cloudy skies on the outside, but nevertheless, it's still a beautiful and splendiferous Friday afternoon.
Hey, this is some good golfing weather.
You locked in with yours truly, the conference, Pastor Trey.
And Pastor Lee.
Who needs to sign up for the PGA Tour?
Hey, Doc. Hey, if they want to pay for it, I sure go.
This is Straight Church.
No chaser.
I believe you would do it.
I need some more preparation, though.
Well, so you can manifest a win.
Did we see SpongeBob selling his house?
I don't know, but somebody tagged me in the video of SpongeBob hooping.
Oh, did you see him singing Lee Williams, though?
No.
Oh, boy.
You got to send that one to me.
That thing that had me choking. It's raining outside?
It's raining now?
Is it raining?
Well, you know, we got the curtains up, so we can't see.
I can't stand the rain in my window. Nah, but look, though.
We got 5 tickets.
We got 5 tickets. We giving 2 tickets.
5 of them things.
Now look. You got to pick these tickets. Hold on. When can they pick them up?
I don't know.
You got to pick them.
Because we about to be up out of here in about 6 minutes.
Hey, look.
6 minutos.
Hey, look. You got to pick up these tickets. I told you about looking.
What?
I'm trying to see what's going on.
Okay.
All right.
Well, they still come because we got the Catholic football game that's coming up.
Absolutely. You got to pick up these tickets Monday morning. These free tickets Monday morning. Monday between the hours of 8 and 4. Okay. Come get these tickets. Okay. 8 and around 4ish. Somebody gonna say I'm at work. Well, I don't know. Yeah. All right. You got a lunch break though. You want these free tickets, don't you? All right. So what we're gonna do? I want to hear. What do we say?
The Straight Church, no chaser.
Yeah, I need to hear. You gotta sing it. You gotta do it. Hey, for everybody, you can call in now. We about to put the number out. Call 334-398-8791.
Somebody
call
said on
in.
the holiday.
Huh?
Somebody said on the holiday.
Monday's a holiday. Well, guess what? The fair's still open.
Somebody's calling.
Okay.
Caller, you're on the line. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Mother Graham.
What's going on, Mother Graham? How you feeling?
I'm blessed. I won't complain.
Good. We're glad to hear that. Pastor Lee, tell her what she has to do to win these tickets.
Hey, Mother Graham, if you can do your best Straight Church No Chaser calls, we are going to give you 2 free tickets to the fair.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Jalen is my nephew, so I'm gonna see you want me to sing it or you want me to just say Straight Church No Chaser?
That's it, Mother Graham.
So she won. That's it.
So you want Mother Graham. Now, so this what we're gonna do. We gonna give you 2 free tickets to the fair. We want you to come pick them up on Monday, okay? All right.
What's the hours?
The hours are 8:30 to 4 p.m. 8:30 to 4 p.m. And what's listen at her? What's the best station in the world?
I listen to y'all on 96.5.
Yeah.
That's it. You take care. Have a blessed weekend. We'll see you Monday. Absolutely.
All right, fam. So
2 down.
That's 2 down.
3 to go.
That's 2 down. That was Mother Graham. What's her entire name? Help me.
I don't know. She just said Mother Graham.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Mother
Mama,
Graham.
can you call? You call?
I thought Trey. Mother Graham, I need your whole name. I need your government name, Mother Graham.
And don't try to call back if you was not Mama Graham.
Hello.
I am Mona Graham. Pastor Jalen Oliver is James Oliver is my brother, Pastor and Troy, and my name is Mona Graham.
So let me find out. Her name is Mona, and we
It's
said
Mona.
Mother.
You talking about mother? It's your fault.
Wait a minute. You said Mother.
Hey, Doc,
We're gonna.
Sister Mona, we so churchy we couldn't help it. We so churchy. You know, everybody older than us, we call them Mona. We don't know no better.
Okay, Mona. Sister Mona, we thank you. We saying mother. Okay, that's all. We just being polite. All right. Sister Mother Mona Graham. We thank you.
Lord have mercy. We thank you. We'll see you Monday. All right, bye-bye.
All right, so we got Miss Mona Graham. She's won a pair of tickets to the Alabama National Fair.
Absolutely.
So we got 2 down, 3 more to go. Listen, if you listen, we need you to call in right now.
398. Now we gotta change the thing.
So they can't sing it.
No, we gotta change it. Because see, all of them want to sing it. Now they over there gargling and everything. they get this a lot. No chaser. But they getting ready now. We gotta change the thing up now. All right. What's it gonna be?
398-8791.
We're gonna get it to them on the spot.
So we do that.
Let's get it to them on the spot.
Yeah. You gotta call right now and be ready for whatever. 398.
Prepare.
8791.
398-8791. Yeah. 398-8791.
Let's see who. Good afternoon, call. You're on the line. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Oh, this is Cherie Bethel.
What's up, Cherie? How you doing?
She always ready, ain't it?
Yeah. Miss Cherie. We're gonna see.
Hey there.
We're gonna see how ready she is today.
Oh, this a singer too, ain't it?
Yeah, this is the one that can sing.
Oh. So because we do this song all the time. Now you got to turn your radio down.
Yeah, turn your radio down, Miss Cherie.
Okay. All right. Because we do this song all the time, you should know the words to this, right? I need to hear you sing the first verse. I can't stay too long.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Can we get the? Do we still have the song? I think we still got the.
Yeah, it's only yeah. We ain't made no gospel version yet. It's coming. Huh? Oh yeah. Hey. You know the first verse?
It ain't in there.
Well, I ain't gonna fault you for it, but you know, this straight church no chasing now. We gotta get that no chasing now. Sister Cherie, call back. We're gonna have another challenge for you. We're gonna have another challenge for you, all right?
No, I have mercy.
We love you.
What do you know the Lee B version of Can't Stay Too Long?
How that version go?
It's where he make up words. when he get to the party, don't know.
Oh Lord. Look, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do, Sister Reed. I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. We got one ticket for you for participating. All right. We got one ticket for you. Come pick it up Monday between the hours of 8:30 and 4 p.m. Somebody else calling, Trey.
Congratulations, Mr. Reed. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
You represent. Oh no! I don't work too hard to get you on the right track. It was just that one time. That's okay.
That boy here crazy.
That's okay. No, that's okay. We'll see you Sunday morning. Thank you so much. Love you.
Caller, are you there? Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
I said Monday. I ain't say Sunday, did it? Did I say Sunday?
Well, I said we'll see her Sunday because she's a member of the church.
He gonna see her Sunday. Yeah, she's a member of the church.
It's all good. All right. Caller, you're on the line. Good afternoon. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with? Please turn your radio down real quickly. Okay, there we go. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Leah Walker.
Lee.
This
Lee.
This my sister called.
Leah.
This can be a good challenge.
Uh-oh.
What
is Pastor Lee B's middle name?
No, you won't. No, you won't. Look. She know better. She know better. She said, can't do that when I call back again. Look.
It is.
Don't know. Get back. Get back. You don't know me like that. Get back. So we gotta have a challenge, right? We got a challenge. So Sister Walker, your challenge is going to be give me the first line of that song that the deacons sing that some people think they say, "Hey Charles." Yeah, congratulations. I want her to say the rest of it.
Okay.
But she was like, right?
I gotta see it. Oh Lord, I forgot to read.
Now you know. Them niggas say, a child to keep I have, a God to glorify. Yeah, child. But that is the first line, though. Congratulations, you won 2 tickets. What is the best station in the land? Yeah.
That's how you do it.
You got it playing?
Yeah, go on sing it with me.
He's singing too slow. I can't do that. I heard that breath. I heard him breathe. I said, "Oh, I can't do that one."
Come on with it. Come on, Luke.
Yeah. Who are they singing? I can't do. No. Turn it off. Turn it down. Turn it down. I can't do the bass line.
Why you? Man, why you can't sing the song?
Turn it down.
No. We got to get ready to go.
Doc, I like acapella devotion music. Hold up. So that was it.
That's it.
That's 5 tickets.
Gone.
With the win, fabulous. So we had shout out to Sister Mona Graham.
Not Mother Graham.
Mona Graham.
But Mona.
Auntie of Pastor Jalen Oliver. I got all that part down. Shout out to Sister, who was it?
Cherie Bethel.
Sister Cherie Bethel.
Bethel. Represent Restoration real well.
And Sister Leah Walker. Good job. She knew a little bit. I should have made her sing the second verse.
Yeah, that's what you should have did.
She sure wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Ain't got no hymn book around
you. HR's to keep I have. It's probably one of the most
that is the song
mispronounced titles in the hymn.
Well, you know why most people think it's Hey Charles though?
Why? Because how they started.
They normally only line the second line. They don't line the first line like they used to back in the old days. In the old days, they say, a child to keep our hand, but God be glory, hey, child. But many of them just start, hey, child. And the folks just had, they ain't know it was no words. They just thought it was humming, and the ooh and the I. In all fairness, women usually don't have hymn books. Xavier. Now that's the church you go to. Because the women in the Baptist church got the hymn book, Xavier.
They know the hymns.
You always thought it was Hey Charles.
And somebody thought it was Ray Charles too.
Somebody thought it was Ray Charles.
Somebody thought it was Ray Charles.
A child to keep our hand, but God to glorify. I should have made somebody do the announcements. We're gonna have to come back with that one. I need to hear your announcements.
Yeah.
You know, the announcement greeting is like something up. Forgive and I'm God in my life. To the pulpit, to the pastor and the pulpit constituents. Doc. We gotta get AJ in the midday for that one, Doc.
She know how to do it.
She used to know all the announcements, Doc.
Yeah, she know how to do it.
Matter of fact, I have 3: blue, red, and beige. Oh, you got the beige now. That beige book. It got some good stuff in there now. The latest one got that Kurt Franklin in the back. Yeah, the latest one got Kurt Franklin because it's a classic, Doc. He done wrote some, man. Bro, I'm gonna tell you one song. Take me out every time that I know that I can make it.
Don't sing it one time.
I know that I can stand no matter what may come my way. My life is in your hand. With Jesus, I can take it. Slang. With him, I know I can stand. It get dark in the house. No matter what may come my way, my life is in your hand. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I laid my burden down.
We gotta get ready to go.
Oh man. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, we easing on out.
Ty said when her grandma said it wasn't Hey Charles, they fooled her. She was ready to quit church at 6.
What?
Oh, I'm with you, Xavier. You're from country church. They didn't have no money to get. You had to memorize them hymns. I'm with you. But when they want to sing them 4 stanzas now, I'm gonna need that book. But I miss the old school church where you had a book the entire time. But that last time you do the chorus, y'all can put your book down and put your hand together. Everybody, oh, do it. That back in the day when they clap all beat on the 1 and 3. God's unchanging hand. Man, it's been a good day, man. We had some fun with y'all. We're so grateful you tuned in. It's my prayer that you'll share this broadcast with somebody. Let somebody else know that you were blessed by Straight Church No Chaser.
So we got Alabama playing Texas A&M tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
State.
Who they playing?
Who State got tomorrow?
A winner.
Bethune-Cookman.
A winner.
1 and 3.
A winner. Who's 1 and 3?
Bethune-Cookman is 1 and 3.
What is ASU?
ASU is 1 and 3.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's the battle of the losers.
Okay. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
Hey,
I'm not touching that at all.
Hey, I went to A&M and I bought everything I could buy now just so I had something to wear to the game. Amen, praise God.
And I don't think Auburn is playing tomorrow, so
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
War no eagle. No, this is gonna be a good game between Bethune-Cookman and ASU though.
Yeah,
they really need to win because they're coming back home since they've already been back home, but they lost the 2 last games at home.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes.
Well, people should show up because it's homecoming.
Yeah,
we're gonna see.
Will you be there tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll be there. I'm gonna go pray first.
What you praying for?
Well, so pray. What is it? Our MGM is having a prayer walk around the West Ferry Elementary area. So I'm gonna go pray first, and then I'll go to the game.
So you weren't praying for Alabama State? That's not what you're saying.
No, I tried to pray for them last time I went, and I had a shirt on that said "pray" and everything. They didn't like it because it was maroon, but I was really praying for them, and they still lost. So. Wow. Yeah, I'm being a good steward of my prayer life.
We're gonna leave this alone. I feel like it's going left. We're gonna just...
I'm crazy. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I hope they have a good game though. I really do. I hope they have a good game.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
No, I mean, because you need to win homecoming, bro.
You should.
I don't care what what it looks like. You need to win homecoming for morale's sake.
Yeah.
And they need it anyway. Getting closer to the Med City Classic, so that people will actually be excited about what the game might look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got to show some fight this game.
I believe they're gonna do well.
I hope so.
We shall see. All right.
You
Listen.
praying for 'em?
So what now?
You praying for 'em?
I think they're gonna do well.
Amen.
I think they're gonna do well.
Yeah.
I gotta hope they prepared. Because you can pray, but if you don't prepare,
Oh, there
and
you know
if you
what?
don't prepare well,
Oh my!
we're gonna see though. It's gonna
Don't let yourself down, issue.
it's gonna be good.
Amen.
All right. Sunday's rolling around.
We got to get out of here.
Make sure you go to church.
Make sure you go to church.
And my birthday is Sunday.
Trey turns 12 on Sunday.
It's, you a hater. You a hater, man.
My
You a
boy,
hater.
my boy, Pastor Trey turned 12 on Sunday. We're gonna celebrate real big. Where we going, Trey? Where we going, Trey?
I don't know, but as long as you paying, it's gonna be somewhere really nice and expensive.
If I'm paying, I'm taking you to Chuck E. Cheese.
No Chuck E. Cheese.
The best pizza in the world.
No Taco Bell. No.
Oh,
But
boy.
listen, we're celebrating in a major way this Sunday,
Yeah, happy birthday, Pastor Trey.
October 8th.
Uh-huh.
Should be an international holiday.
That boy turning 3-0. This is major. This is major.
Listen, y'all keep it live. We'll see you next Friday. This is Straight Church.
No chaser.
Peace.
Peace out, fam. Bruh, man, we miss you, Doc. Everybody was asking about you. Hey, fam, we got to get out of here. We're going to have some conversation, but we definitely are so grateful that you tuned in. Hey, Brother Dennis, you can't be the assistant pastor and be late to church. You can't do that now. We're gonna have to, yeah, you have to come to the office before you get your check. We'll have to talk to you. We hope y'all have a great weekend, y'all. And we hope and pray that you go to somebody's church. Straight, what you got to tell them, Doc?
Listen, we love y'all. See y'all next Friday. Remember, Straight Church.
No chaser.